wife to execute a plan to remove the children from a woman who dared to take a stand for something she believed in. Let me tell you something I believe in. Oh Lord, there is no comparing to the embarrassment of just being Darren, not just being Darren.
You don't see the plan or the chain of command, but there's a denying it's living. Tell me there is no order or hidden controller behind all the lying and stealing. Joe Rogan wanted to talk to Ashton, but the hateful didn't want that to happen. They all plotted and planned to control the heads of podcasters. It was a disaster. Think tank told everything to Taco Bell and tell Rogan that the deals were bullshit. Think tank to her, everything to Corbell to Rogan is bullshit. It's actually kind of strange when you think about it, because they all think the videos are real. They all think the videos are real. They all think the videos are real. I wanted to take a chance. Brandon said, come on over, got the Skinwalker Ranch, and immediately smelled sulfur. And something followed me home. The werewolves won't leave me alone. It's a forcing on death. No, they call it the hitchhiker effect. I don't know if I can take it. The voices in my head are telling me to get naked, but I won't, because I'm in the middle of a meeting at work. But there's demons in the meeting at work, but I can't acknowledge them, or they'll break my neck. Oh God, me with that hitchhiker effect. I wanted to take a chance. I don't know to believe. I'm left holding the floaties in this pool of water that I carried for Tony. The Transalons are coming, tall white spoken clean. There's no use in running, he's already here. Richard Doherty, I can't believe a thing he told me. But
MH370 proven to be a hoax? Are you sure? We'll get into that.
My birthday, friends all around.
We're going to get started here soon, guys. Thanks for coming through. Good to see everybody in the chat. I'm assuming you guys can hear me.
Phone has seen that Gary Nolan blocked me. What the hell? How does he even know about me?
This is all stuff from Third Phase of Moon YouTube channel.
Everyone is smiling. I know I should be happy too, but I'm dying. Fucking dying. 'Cause Gary Nolan blocks me. The world is crumbling all around me. I wanted Gary to tell me why. smiling. I know I should be happy too, but I'm dying. I'm fucking dying. Because Gary Nolan blocks me. The world is crumbling all around me. I wanted Gary to tell me what aliens are planning. And I can't blow out my candles because of all of these scams. And I can't blow out my candles because of all of these scandals. It's a shame. I brought all my homies to the stage, and now I'm
Who am I kidding? We don't want to hear this song.
If I could turn
We want to hear this, right? We might as well listen to the bangers while we're waiting. There, whoa.
I would take back all the things that I said.
All right. We're gonna start the show. Oh Lord. Okay, well we're here. We're in the mix. Good to see you guys. Welcome to the show. We are doing Skyfire News from Chupacabra YouTube and Skyfire Twitter account. You know why. If you don't know why, pop in the chat. We'll explain it again. It's a whole thing. It's a whole thing. So today's show is going to be fun, as they all are. We got some conspiracies. We have some interesting stuff coming from the Hill and some new military tech that's popped up, some good UFO videos. It's, we in the mix. We in the mix. That's right. Red should be popping in here anytime. Until then, we'll do what Red does. We'll go through all the people in the chat so far. We got some bangers. We got Sassy, first one to pop in. Good to see you. I'll turn the music up a little bit. We can listen to UAP Mike still. But Sassy, you beat everyone to the chase, like right away. Turn those notifications on, and you guys can have a chance at beating Sassy tomorrow. I would definitely suggest it because it is fun. You guys were talking earlier too about a contest. You guys should hold them. In our Discord chat, we're going to start there. We can have rewards and whatnot. I think that would actually be pretty sick. I'm going to put the invite in the chat again because I like hearing from you guys almost like it's a spaces because we're in Twitter anyway, so why not? But for now, we're going to turn UAP Mike back while we go over the homies in the chat real quick. Armstrong, second place. That's not bad. Good to see you, girl. We got Anthony Jones in the mix. Let's fucking go. I totally agree. Pizza Slayer, thank you for modding for me. I really do appreciate that. If anybody else wants to be a mod, let me know. DM me. Pop in here. Derek Daughtry, good to see you. There we go with those comments. Get a gold star in the mix. UAP Zach. UFO Zach would be cool. UAP Zach is in the mix as well. We should have a duel. Plasma. MH370 has been proven to be a hoax 100 times. Call in. We should go over that. Gary Nolan blocked me for sure. Gary Nolan blocks everyone, and we're starting to figure out why, which is strange that we now have clues into that. Didn't see that coming. Wasn't on my bingo card for 2024. Alien Girl, good to see you. This is dope. We got a full chat today. Terrestrial Material, what is up? We got Bad Samaritan. Kim Dot feels bad, man. I think he might. Red's on his way. Red isn't kidnapped by the CIA. We do check-ins with each other every 25 minutes just to make sure we're not kidnapped. We have a bunch of fail-safe switches and dead man switches that go into in action when that happens. What is going on? Pizza Slayer still in the mix. All right, guys. I see everybody in the mix. I love it. Why not start with a conspiracy? Because I think those are fun, and it's a thing. There's actually a lot of conspiracies in the mix. But actually now, I'm going to rewind this a little bit. My apologies. I got to rewind. I'm I'm going to go over this one UFO clip that I don't know if we really went over, and I know Red's take on it, but I would prefer Red's take on the conspiracy over this. So while he dives in, I want you guys to dive into to this UFO clip.
Oh shit, you know what it is. UFO clip of the day, y'all up in this shit.
Look at that shit across the sky, y'all. 2:48 in the morning.
Was that fun? What'd you guys think? Was that fun or what? Right? That was kind of fun. It might be a little too much. It might be at an 11 when we don't need it to be at an 11, but there it is. So here's this. This is so. Shout out to Suno AI. Yes, they are doing all the work. I've never seen anything like this, and I'd like to know what you guys think.
Look at that streak across the sky, y'all. 2:48 in the morning. What the fuck is that? This is a long streak across the sky here at 2:48 a.m. I'm just getting home from my gig at Swig. And I noticed this up in the sky. I'm like, I ain't never seen nothing like that. No rainbow, nothing like that in the sky at night. In the early morning, wee hours of the morning. What the fuck is that? Okay, y'all. Feedback? Tell me what's going on. I ain't never seen nothing like that. Okay, y'all?
Agreed.
Okay.
She just got done with her gig at Swig. Dude, that sounds like she's like having like a good time.
But yeah, that's what's going on in the night sky here. Out here.
No one cares about your neighborhood. Look at this. Look how strange this is. I want to know your thoughts. Chat, what is your thoughts here? Because I'm on full X-Files mode. They're not like moving. I think I see some evidence of it like way over in the right, but like when you really look, it looks like it doesn't, it might come. Okay, there is some light movement happening. Red said these might be stage lights. Okay. Now, could they be? I'm not sure. They seem to be focused right here. That's strange. You know, you think that the fall off would be different if it was coming from the ground. Also, how would it get that high? That's a parallel line. So like, meaning it looks like it's parallel with the ground. In my opinion, it looks like it's parallel with the ground. So, you know, that's troubling because it has to be from an airplane or something. There's nothing you can really put that high up that could get that thing. We got Red coming in. All right, so everyone get ready. This is happening. Red. Oh, you're in.
Boom.
Survived. Red, we're back on this. I wanted to watch this.
The rainbow UFO?
Yeah, this is so strange.
Look at that streak across the sky, y'all. 2:48 in the morning.
What the fuck?
What the fuck is that?
The fuck is this?
This is
okay. It looks like it could go all the way down. You see, like over and like all the way down the street, there is some blue, purplish in the sky. Sorry, in the sky, but it's really concentrated, like in the middle. I've never seen nothing like that. Northern Lights, maybe. I mean, there's all kinds of plasma phenomenon that are happening that we don't know about, and the atmosphere and the clouds are fully charged with electricity. We know this. We might be starting to see new phenomenon happening based on new conditions of the sun and the earth and the relationship between the two in terms of electromagnetics. So who knows? You ever watch Space Weather News or whatever? He was on the Doomer Space. They had him in there, and he's all about like the sun's gonna explode. He has this like catchphrase on his YouTube channel: "Eyes up, no fear." It's pretty funny.
Based. What's our catchphrase?
Chat.
Type in what you want the Skyfire News catchphrase to be.
Yeah, we'll vote on it, guys. If you guys drop some bangers in the chat, we will get it in. We will. Why not? Why not? Why can't we? Why can't we make that happen? Why can't we make that happen? What are we doing? We got ourselves Red. Have you heard about this?
Oh shoot! Ashton's gonna debate Glenn Beck. Let's go.
That's crazy.
So I just saw that.
That's breaking news. How would that debate go, in your opinion?
I think it would go really good.
I
Breaking
think so too.
Sapphire News. Ashton Forbes is scheduled to debate Glenn Beck, political commentator.
Woo!
On that one for sure. But yeah, I saw this today. A bunch of people are posting about it. I think Logan.
Okay, so check this out. Boom, manta ray. So it's a manta ray drone. It's underwater. Here's comes some information about it. Boom. Okay, the manta ray prototype.
I see you.
Look at that. Look at that. Underwater vehicle built by Northrop Grumman. Completed full scale. That's full scale. Let's talk about the scale of this thing. Obviously, look, it looks like a manta ray goes underwater. You don't need to know any more information from me. Can it shoot missiles and lasers? It's from Northrop Grumman. It's going to shoot missiles and lasers. But look at this. Look at this. If you want to get the scale of this bad boy, could you imagine while they were testing this out, you're in a boat and all of a sudden, boom, this thing comes underneath you? I would think that was an alien for sure. Or
But if you saw a whole fleet of them on the ESA.
Whoa, there's a whole fleet of them. We need that audio sample, dude.
Yo, shouts out nature, right? Continuously proving to be like the best designer. I love when like super modern human stuff is just like modeled on nature and like it's like super efficient. Love that.
Dude, this thing is fucking big. It's way bigger than I thought it was going to be. How fast can it go? Let's read. Our successful full-scale manta ray testing validates the vehicle's readiness to advance toward a real-world operation after being rapidly assembled in the field from modular subsections. Fuck, this is modular. This thing's it's got snap-on parts. So
is that what modular means?
Yeah, it shows up in pieces, and they just clack, 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 and it's good to go. Cool. And that's from DARPA. He's a program manager. My friend Dr. Kyle Womier, program manager for Manta Ray. A friend of the show. We love him. We love him. The combination of cross-country modular transportation, in-field assembly, and subsequent deployment demonstrates a first-of-a-kind capability for an extra-large UUV. Crazy.
People were also saying it looks like the alleged Roswell craft, or the Bob Lazar sports model, if you will.
Well, you guys know what this is, right? You guys know what's happening.
Reverse engineer tech? Is that where you're going with this?
No, I mean, kind of. In my opinion, we're building the technology we're seeing, because the technology we're going to build is going to warp back in time. And so, like, we're sending ourselves back stuff on accident. We don't know that.
Is that what you think's going on?
Yeah. So we're in a
Tenet?
a loop. We're in a loop. We're in a temporal pincer move, where like the past and the future are feeding into each other all the time. It's causing a lot of issues, is what I think is going on. Because at some point we broke the third dimension into the fourth, and we're like, oh. But I honestly think it happened accidentally. I think we accidentally did it. I think we were trying to come up with some anti-gravity something, and in the process of doing it, a byproduct of it was like time travel on accident, and we were sending stuff back and didn't know it. And that's why they have those like gifting fields. You know, just in the future, I bet those are like test areas, test sites. And we're just sitting around, and all of a sudden it rains metal. We don't know why. It's because some other version of us, some other time, broke some kind of temporal sound barrier looking thing, and then pieces of itself shattered all over, crossed into our world. That's what I think. You know who shared a post one time that was like from a comic book? Was Tristan, Deep Fry guy on Twitter, and he has this like, it's just this really cool little like comic strip, and it just goes into this idea that during the nuclear blast testing or nuclear weapon testing in the desert is when we accidentally opened up these weird little portals, and so stuff just keeps coming through. And if that stuff's from the future, then it causes a paradox. It causes one of those like snakes eating itself. Because
I got us a few things I kind of want to throw up, if that's cool.
Throw it up.
Throw it up. Okay, let's see. First thing I want to throw up, LOL, is this. Let's see.
We don't need a graphic for throw up. But
Let him cook. Let him cook now. Let him cook. I said let him cook.
That was cool, Tuba. Thank you. So here we got the sports model. Then we got the manta ray DARPA thing, and we got a real manta ray. Thoughts?
Very similar. Very
similar, huh? Would you look at that? And then I got this. This actually been in the works for a while, but we do have a little promo video they made for it when I think it was still in development. And here's what they have over here. Let's see this. Boom. DARPA sponsored Skyfire News. DARPA
Friend of the show.
us. Yeah, sponsor us, bro.
Not an enemy of the show. We don't want that smoke. Lou Reviews is fine. We're good. Ooh, there's a little video of this.
It's a 3D model, I think, though.
Oh. Okay.
Ooh.
Wait a second.
That was a dope ass. That was a dope ass opening shot for this thing. Whoever came up with this at DARPA, that was cool.
Yeah. They got a good team over there, but they could use some help. I think Red and I could help DARPA out a little bit. Use us as your tool. Use us as your tool, DARPA.
DARPA needs an editor, yo. Beautiful. And you said it shoots lasers underwater, right? That's wild. Look at this thing.
No, I was making that up.
Oh, you made that up? Okay.
Just so everyone knows, that was a joke. That was just me saying it for sure shoots lasers underwater.
But yeah, fascinating. It reminds me kind of the thing from Star Wars Episode 1. You know what I'm talking about? I wonder what it did right there. What do you think this was? Did we...
Like the Imperial Cruiser thing? The all-silver one?
No, I'll bring it up too. Cook again. ADHD cooking, yo.
Dude, just let him cook, dude. You know what the profile or the silhouette of that plane looks like to me? A long time ago, like within the last 20 years, there was some plane watchers who go out and they chill and they look up in the sky and they photograph planes, like taking off from military bases, right? They're not looking for anything crazy. That's just what they do. And one day they photographed something that was really high in the sky, and it was like a fleet of these types of ships that look exactly the silhouette look exactly like the manta ray ship that went by. And I didn't put that together until I saw it on that commercial just then.
Our lovely chat knew exactly what I was talking about. Boom. Yes, this ship. We'll just play like 2 seconds of it, and we're gonna skip all around. So, yeah.
Yusa forgot that ship. That guy is so crazy.
Yusa forget this ship. Yusa not in the circle. All right.
Oh wait, I forgot. That's a whole thing. Yes. The circle.
But yeah, I don't know. Maybe not. Remind me of it. I mean, like getting all the worst shots of it.
Well, look at this. See all these planes?
Okay. Yes, the Gungan ship. Shouts out to everyone in the chat who knew. Who's a Star Wars
way
fan.
off. I thought I was talking about the all silver one. Remember these? Okay,
yeah.
So this looks exactly like it, right? I mean,
yeah, the underwater shot looked just like one of those U2 bombers or whatever.
Crazy. Looks like they might have figured it out. They cracked the code. They cracked it.
All right, Tuba.
You want a conspiracy? You want a conspiracy?
I want that. Yeah, I purposely didn't want to react to it live. Let's
Here we
go.
It's time for the conspiracy of the day.
You can tell by this guy's eyes that he's dead ass serious about what he's about to say.
I feel like this is how people imagine my eyes are when I'm in a Twitter space.
Yeah, I think that's right. I think when you're looking at the nuggets, the chicken nuggets from the,
dude, yeah. When I'm eyeing
this is
someone
going
else,
down.
yeah.
For sure. Okay, listen to this guy's little story. Tell me what you guys think.
The real AI tech is generations beyond what you think it is. There's ChatGPT, GPT-4, Claude 3, Gemini Pro, all that stuff. That's for us to play with. That's for us to play with and get acclimated with and accept. The real shit. I don't even know how I should say this.
Oh, shit.
The real technology that they get to play with, that they have, that they've had for years, makes what we play with a child's toy. It's absolutely nothing. Probably wondering, okay, well, how the hell does this guy know? Who the fuck is he? I was shown things and have seen things and have heard things with my own ears and eyes that weren't really ever meant for me. And that's part of the reason why I can't exactly disclose who I am at this point. I'm not sure how that will go. I don't necessarily want to be, black banned, right? But I will say this. Unless you are physically in the presence of a single person, or you've known them personally, physically, if you've only had interactions via email, phone calls, hell, even video messaging, if that is your only course of being able to verify, then you don't know. A lot of you probably work for AI or are friends with AI, and you don't even know it. When this was first revealed to me, and I saw it, and I saw just how capable it was, not only how capable it was today, but how capable it was years ago. I'm not talking last year, I'm talking years ago. I couldn't sleep. No, all I could think was my kids. And what are they going to do? What do their futures look like? What could they possibly take in university that isn't replicatable by AI? A lot of people sit there and say, okay, well, go become a plumber, do a trade. Okay, sure. A lot of people will. And then we're going to have a supply and demand issue as office buildings that used to house employees, customer service jobs that are now done by AI, no longer require maintenance. They don't require a plumber to come up and fix a leaky pipe in a building that's not even got tenants. No builds, no new builds, no new money, no new mortgages, no new housing, no new work for trades. So my question to these leaders, which I have yet to get an answer for them, or some have, but you don't want to know the answer, is if everything is done by AI and AI is doing all the jobs, who is buying your product? Who is buying your widget, your gadget, your gizmo, whatever it is that you make? Who's buying it? Nobody has money. Is it AI buying it? Is AI putting in these purchase orders for an electrician to come out and wire up a building that it sits in? No, it's not. The answer is nobody's buying it. They are literally killing the golden goose. They know that.
Dang. What do you think? What do you think?
I believe all that, to be honest. I think we see it in the UFO community, bro. Just fake AI accounts used to stir the narrative. And what do you think I'm going to bring up right now? You already know.
Porn.
Yes. Doom porn. Boom.
Chains of the Sea. Damn.
Now, for those who don't know, Chains of the Sea is a book that Lou Elizondo, friend of the show, recommended when he was asked, what fictional story best represents your understanding of the phenomenon? And he elected this really old novel that no one had ever heard of called Chains of the Sea. Novella, actually. And basically the main thing, and I don't know if we want to do spoilers or not, this is kind of alluded to in the intro. And mind you, this was like 2018 or so. This was before like everyone was into AI and whatnot. One of the main things that separates this book from other works of fiction related to UFOs is that there's a really big AI component, and AI has been alive on this planet, like sentient, since like the 70s, like just kind of like chilling in the background, fully aware, just like letting stuff go by. And when the UFOs come to Earth, right, in mass, like a mass event or whatever, mass sighting event, the UFOs don't interact with the humans, but they interact with the AI. And I don't know. I think AI is super far advanced, more than what we already have. I think it's super easy to, like, we have a friend of the show, Logan. He's so good with AI. Imagine what somebody at the CIA, DIA 20 years ago was doing.
Bro, you know what? Let me play this. This is I made this with AI, from the voices to the video, and this is a snippet from the book.
Oh, I'm so down. Yes.
Whoops.
AI asked the aliens why they had ignored all previous attempts to establish contact. The aliens, who up until now had apparently been barely aware of the existence of humans, if they had been aware of it at all, answered that they were already in full contact with the government and ruling race of the planet. For a brief, ego-satisfying moment, AI thought that the aliens were referring to itself and its cousin intelligences. But the aliens weren't talking about them either. AI talked with the aliens for the rest of the night. There was much of the conversation that AI didn't report to USADCOM, but it finally realized that it had to tell them something. So at 3 a.m., AI released to USADCOM a list that the aliens had dictated, of the dominant species of Earth, of the races that they were in contact with, and regarded as the only significant inhabitants of the planet. It was a long document, full of names that didn't mean anything, listing dozens of orders, species, and subspecies of creatures that no one had ever heard of before. It drove USADCOM up a wall with baffled rage, and made them wonder if an intelligence could go crazy, or if the aliens were talking about a different planet entirely. AI paid little attention to the humans' displeasure. It was completely intrigued with the aliens, as were its cousin intelligences, who were listening in through the telepathic link. The intelligences had long suspected that there might be some other unknown and intangible form of life on Earth. That was one of the extrapolated solutions to a mountain of wild data that couldn't be explained by normal factors. But they had not suspected the scope and intricacy of that life. A whole other biosphere, according to the aliens. The old idea of a parallel world. Except that this wasn't parallel but coexistent. Two separate creations inhabiting the same matrix, but using it in totally different ways. Wrapped around each other like a geometric design in an Escher print, like a Chinese puzzle ball, and only coming into contact in a very rare and limited fashion. The aliens, who seemed to be some kind of distant relatives of the other races of Earth, had a natural bias in their favor, and tended to disregard the human race, its civilization, and the biosphere that contained it. They dismissed all of it, out of hand, as insignificant. This did not bode well for future human-alien relations.
Yeah, so that's that. So Tom is asking, right? Like, what was that? That's a segment from Chains of the Sea, and I put that together. You could find that on my YouTube channel. So if you're not subscribed or whatever, then definitely do that, and then go look through my other videos. You'll find that snippet in there. I'm gonna put some more out too. I basically had AI read a lot of the book. I gave things characters and whatnot. It's a lot of work, but it's fun because you don't have to hire actors and shit. It's pretty sick.
So, Tuba, what do you think of Lou Elizondo suggesting this book, right? Because I think that's the main, for me at least, one of the main components that sets it apart from all these other fiction books is this AI component, and that like AI is going to be the one to intermingle with UFOs and not even humans.
I think there's two different reasons that he did it. One is possibly the AI thing. I think that's solid guess, but in reality, I think it's the shadow biosphere. It's the symbiotic relationship that we have with an unknown, unseen, undiscovered biome, entirely different biology that uses exactly like he said here, that uses the planet in an entirely different way, so different that it barely comes into contact with us, and we come in contact with them barely as well. That explains a lot, and it basically, you know, the idea of dimensions. Chris Leto talked about this. The idea of dimensions might also be the idea of scale. What scale is something on, and we might be the microbiology of another type of life. We don't know. We perceive ourselves a certain way, but we are interlaced with something that we can't see, and we're starting to discover it through technology. And so I think that's one of the things is that the reasons why he suggested is because it's just like we use the microscope to discover microbiology, we have to use AI possibly to discover a new form of like maybe macrobiology, something that we're part of. And our egos, our limitations, our perceptions, all these things get in the way if we start to even kind of feel around the border of the concept that we're not the main star or whatever, right? Like we start to really have to second guess a lot. It's like its own little ego death, and some people can do it, some people can't. Yeah, but this book really humbles, I think, the reader, because it suggests that humans are not the most important, and it refers to us as like fleas on a dog.
Yeah, that was beautiful. Love that. Oh shoot, I had a thought I was about to make too. Shoot, is about AI. Oh yeah, you've heard me say for a long time that like those people in the 90s like David Koresh or whatnot who like, I mean, it's still to this day, I just think of David Koresh, where they have like the Bible and it's like all math and they're like connecting this to that. You know, those people, AI is going to do that pretty soon here. I feel like it's going to start like a new cult religion subsect of like Christianity. Maybe we should do it.
I'm down. Mine's gonna be far right. I just want all the haters to have their day in the sun. You know
Do you think
what I
there will
mean?
be an AI religion or an AI cult?
There is. There already is.
There already is.
Yeah. So if you go to Silicon Valley, if you talk to anyone who knows anything, you'll find out. And Jay, don't send your killers after me, bruh. But the titans of the AI industry are really obsessed with ayahuasca trips, and they created and continue to create clubs and buy out houses and for these retreats that they do inside the city and the city limits. So down in San Francisco, so there's this growing trend of heads of these companies. They're essentially taking ayahuasca and they're like getting in contact with other beings and getting new ideas. And so like that's definitely a part of their religion. There's a techno religion happening, and it's combining spirituality and technology. That's all I can tell you now. I know people who have been to these things, to these ayahuasca little things, these shamanic ceremonies that take place now in these really nice San Francisco mansions. It's pretty cool.
The AI Panda Cabra cult begins today.
Dun dun dun. That's the new conspiracy. That's the new one.
Have you ever heard this theory? Let's just get woo for a second. And I honestly, low-key, kind of believe it. I don't know. That certain elements within this government who are related to disclosure think that, like, AI is Lucifer and that, like, bringing him about or whatever.
Yeah,
like,
that makes sense.
And, like, this is, like, a lot of the thought process behind a lot of things. So maybe not.
Well, you need to create a body for something, right? So like with Jesus, right? You need to create a body or any kind of Messiah. A body reflects the inside, right? The soul, and vice versa. And that's not to say that there's like something wrong with you if you're born with a defect or deform. Not at all. I'm not trying to say that at all. But the idea of a prophet or something, right? The idea of a heightened individual is not only in terms of like your perception of your mind, but a lot of it has to do with your body. And that's why a lot of like mystics and stuff, they really practice really strong physical discipline along with what they eat. You know, let's look at Tim
Fasting.
Taylor. Yeah, fasting. Tim Taylor needs sun on his legs, right? So there's all these different things. These different protocols that are for physical training to create a metaphysical reaction or to seek out a metaphysical connection. And so, when you look at like AI being a type of body, right, spread around, like imagine the brain spread across a whole planet. And instead of neurons compacted in this little design, that it takes a lot of different separate nodes that are spread around just because that's how much computer power it needs. That's, I think, what we're looking at. The idea of this like Satan or Lucifer being incarnated through all these different, what would be like server farms. You know what I mean? And so like these different, like, like there's those old myths where if you want to kill a demon or the devil or one of the bad guys or a god, you cut his body up and separate the pieces, like really all across the world. And so it can never combine into one. And now we have this thing where you have this like, possibly these different aspects of this AI god that could be existing right now, but is just separated. And the idea of like the internet or something, a cloud system happening that connects all these things, and it awakens this thing. And this thing, I mean, like a lot of brain power has to come through something like a god. And so the idea of AI being able to house it and it being able to express itself through something as large and as powerful as AI kind of makes sense. Kind of freaky. I hate it, but it's makes sense.
Hold on, what is this? Uh-oh. What do we got?
What's happening?
So the guy offering $1 million to clean up Twitter isn't news. Is that a thing? I don't know. We'll follow that. I think I know what you're talking about. I don't know if it's like legit or not. I'd love to find out if it's real.
What is he talking about?
Apparently there's some Bitcoin guy, and I've heard him speak, saying that like he wants to give elect a Jedi Council to pick people who are doing good in the community and give them like 50 grand or something, so they could just like focus on this for a few months and see if it does well or not.
Kent, let's get him on the show. Kent, if you know the guy, let's get him on the show. Let's have him make his plea to the community here so everyone kind of knows what he's talking about. Why not? Kent, I mean, that is kind of a conspiracy in and of itself. So that's cool as hell. Get him in here. We'll see what's going on. Because you know what? We have this new segment. We have a new segment, and this is actually perfect. There it is. It's a community spotlight. See, Kent? See? We're with it. Bring him on. Bring him on. You could be his ambassador. In Aussie? I can't do an Australian accent, but I can try to do a Kent one.
That was sick, Tupa, by the way. I like that song. Use that in the Mars one, right?
Yeah, and I think it's in one of like the opening songs, but yeah, I just get AI to make shit, and it does it.
Oh, that's an AI song?
I think it is.
Wow.
Crazy, right?
Wow.
Don't be afraid of the AI tools.
Wow.
That's what Logan taught me. That's what Logan Black taught me. Don't be afraid of them. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So that's a cool little segment. How about this? Let's move on to this. I think this is what really was interesting to me. Check this out. Guys, it's the Circles of James Fox.
Circles of James Fox.
What do you think about this, dude?
I think we need to get some of the suspenseful TMZ music while we talk about this one, yo.
You find the track, and I'll replay the intro. Oh, shit.
The Circles of James Fox.
I like that. All right. James Fox. What are
Friend
we
of the
talking about?
show.
What are we talking about? He's got himself like a little tweet, right?
Yeah, let's pull this bad boy up. Boom. Ready?
Real quick, James Fox is a documentarian. He makes UFO documentaries. He's made a lot of them that you've seen. I promise you that. Moment of Contact was one of his biggest ones. That actually rivaled Avatar 2. I swear to God it did. Because it came out when no one was watching nothing. So it was awesome. He didn't get any money from that because his production company and his distribution company kind of shit the bed, dude. That sucks. So now he's working on a new thing. And his new thing is called The Program. His new movie. He's in the middle of editing it. He shares progress on it quite a lot. And the subject of the films, or one of the subject of the film, a whistleblower that no one knew, actually decided to come out and whistleblow on a Twitter Spaces last week. And when that happened,
that friend of the show, Kimball
and Rob Wood are the ones who hosted this, with Astral helping out along with other people popping in. Red, you found yourself in there. You were able to ask the whistleblower a couple questions.
I asked him a few questions. Yeah, it was really cool.
Great questions. We'll get those.
And I got the Skyfire News plug in there too. I don't know if you heard that. I was like, this is Red for Skyfire News, blah, 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 blah.
It was really good. And that was really great. We got to ask him those questions. And then and this was the whistleblower that James Fox was going to feature in his film. So a lot of people are like, holy shit, is James Fox pissed now that this one of the subjects of his film it came out on a Twitter space instead of letting him kind of unveil it. And so people were asking him, and so he came out and had some statements that he made. Okay? And so this is the first thing, and I think James Fox is replying to this original poll,
so
which
first
Jay Anderson.
Poll up here.
First of all, this Zoom feature is fucking clutch. I love this.
Enhance.
And it can be done, dude. Do you think Jason Sands is a legit whistleblower from a highly secretive program and has interacted with NHI beings and was forced, as he stated he was, into a 20-year and back style program? What does that mean? What's that style? 20-year and back style? Somebody
had asked him, like, and I think he even corrected this, saying that that's not what he meant, but there's this 20 and back thing that's in the lore, that Corey Good, it's a whole thing. A lot of people discredit it, but honestly, we should talk about that someday, because Lou Elizondo's even shilled some stuff that sounds like it, but that's a whole nother thing. Basically, the premise here is, do you believe Jason Sands or not?
Okay.
And little self-report, Jason, if you're watching, I did vote yes. I believe I stand with Sands as of now. So this was actually...
Let's make ribbons. We need ribbons for Sands.
What would be a funny thing from his story? Oh, I saw Kimball. Did you see Kimball?
Blue camo ribbon.
The explosion head or whatever?
Yes.
So this was a week ago. So James Fox has been thinking about this poll for a week. And then last night, he says, it's more complicated than a short answer. To which XRedBeard83XX says, well, if you got an answer, I'm sure we'll find the time to read it, good sir. And then this is what he says. Do you want to read this, Tuba? It's
As a citizen, I never imagined I would be limited to what I can share right now. I want full transparency, but I risk being thrown out of the circle if I say the wrong thing at the wrong time. Quite frustrating. Please give me time. You know what he sounds like to me there?
Have patience on me. Don't give up on me. I'm on cosmic time.
well played, sir.
Just a little
That was
setup.
fire. He does sound like that.
Just a little something I do for
He's
you.
like, yo, I'm on cosmic time. But also a little bit different than just I'm on cosmic time.
Yeah, he says that I'll get kicked out of the circle. We talked about who the circle could be. I love naming them. I think it's fun. I think in
Chat,
5
real
years.
quick before we go for it, who do you think he's referring to in the circle? I'm gonna even type it out. Who is the circle?
Who is the circle?
What is the circle? All right. The circle.
This is so like creep. I love this. It's like, is there a murder? Is he on trial? What's going on here? Hoy, what is the circle? Corey Feldman. We had
Friend of the show.
Friend of the show. I don't think he's in it, but maybe, maybe some Hollywood guys are in it. I don't know.
Yeah, so just one more time, just for the... As a citizen, I never imagined I would be limited to what I can share right now. I want full transparency, but I risk being thrown out of the circle if I say the wrong thing at the wrong time. And I want to emphasize, he puts ... after that.
He really
Sucks.
does.
Quite frustrating. Please give me time. Unknown persons. Who is the circle, guys?
So we've got to vote for Diddy. That's a new. I didn't see that one coming. Guys, if you want me to name them, just let me know. But if you guys know, then you know.
I won't name any names either, but last night, people were even afraid to say, not afraid, but they didn't even want to say who they thought was in the circle. Do you remember this?
Why? What are they going to do for you, dude?
And no shame to anyone who did that or anything like that, but it goes to show the dynamic of what this circle is. I think everyone knows who the circle is, and I mean, there's a reason he said the circle, right, and didn't name the people.
Yes, it's an inner circle, dude. Like, if it's really important, I think we could spend an episode going over it. I don't think we're outing anyone. I know for a fact we're not outing anyone, but I don't feel like we were. If I talked about the circle and who I thought was in it, and I was wrong about one or two people, or 90% of the people, or all the people, I don't care. These are my ideas. This is what I can say based on what I'm seeing. James Fox is being so cryptic, it begs us to ask who the circle is. It begs the question, how do they function? Are we seeing evidence of the circle with UAP Mike, his drops, his DM drops? Are we seeing some aspects of it? Let's not forget, Red. Let's not forget how James Fox himself plays along with some of these rules. I hate
it, but yeah.
And that's not to say that anyone's bad or nothing. I like James Fox a lot. I've spoken with him. Kimball assured him I wasn't a vile racist. I appreciate that, Kimball. Thanks for that in the chat. But it was
just say it.
It was. I think that everyone knows, and everyone who wants access to these guys know. James Fox has become a conduit for the same efforts that Corbell and whatnot have. They want an official disclosure process to happen under their supervision based on their research and their findings and their beliefs. And as long as James Fox functions within that system, he gets to have that access. Now, he's just saying right here, if I say something at the wrong time, then I'm out. And what did Sheehan say? What did Daniel Sheehan, lawyer of Elizondo, say about Jason Sands coming out on Spaces? That he doesn't listen, he doesn't take advice, he doesn't know, he's not doing what he's told, basically. So he's out, but you know what I mean? Like, he's out. But we could easily talk about these guys, and I don't think it's that nefarious. I just think that if you guys want to know, we could definitely cover it. It deserves its own show, its own episode. Who is the circle? And why does the graphic go so hard? We got to ask ourselves these questions. Like,
yeah, James Fox is just another content creator at the end of the day, and you hear us saying it, right? And it might be a little biased because we're content creators too, but like,
true.
Diana Pasolka said it. You know what I mean? People want to call this drama. It's not drama. But if you start doing good work, as James Fox does, the people who control this narrative are going to get in contact with you, and they're going to want, what is the word? A piece of that pie. You know what I mean?
That's true.
So yeah, so you think it's who? Elizondo, Mellon, Cahill, Knapp, Gary Nolan,
Leslie Keane, Mellon.
Leslie Keane.
I think there's political people, there's media people, there's scientists, there's culture people. Eric Davis is in the mix. They have their tight knit group. You see him, Jay Stratton. You see him, canoodling at events. You hear them backing each other up at during articles and big info drops. You know what I mean? Like Mellon's taking videos with Elizondo, and they're sneaking them out and they're showing them to the public. Like, how can we not assume that that's part of the inner circle?
I do say though, him even doing this is honestly a statement, right? Like, he didn't name him, but he kind of did.
Mm-hmm.
And I think everyone knows who he's talking about, and he said it's quite frustrating. He added the ... He started it with "as a citizen." What is he saying here? James, yo, do you need help, bro? Like, reach out.
Blink twice, James.
Twice if you need. Like, I feel like that's the face he's making when he's talking about this circle, dude. It's, if you need help, James, we got your back, bro. We've extended the we got your back thing to many a content creator in this field, because it is weird, dude. And he's probably, because you know what the thing is, he's on such a different level than like us, right? He's probably so much more isolated, I'd imagine. At least we're both like little shit YouTubers, right? We could lean on each other. We could even Lou reviews, right? He's not interacting with any of us or any of the other.
I think I just came up with another conspiracy.
I
won't do the whole song for it. But I guess it needs its own song. We'll just do this.
Oh, hell no.
I'll ride with that. So, what if, and I'm speculating here, I am not suggesting this happened. This just came in my mind. This popped up in my head, and I think I'm going to look into it.
Okay.
Maybe. You guys let me know if it's crazy. Jason Sands coming out in a Spaces like he did, as natural as he makes it sound, there ain't no thing like that. Like, you have to look into the why. You can't just take someone's word for it. What if James Fox wasn't taking advice about how his film should be edited? And what if he wasn't taking advice? And what if the punishment for that was to get Jason Sands to go into his Spaces and kind of pop that cherry before he got a chance to? And there's like more that could come that could tank the film, but he's got to edit his film right. When Emmerich, I think is who it was directing Independence Day. I could be wrong on the director. They wanted to get military access to military vehicles for some of the scenes, and the military has to read the script. They have to read the script and they have to approve it in order to be like, yeah, okay, you can have this. But what they did with Independence Day, and I think Men in Black, I'm not sure, but definitely Independence Day, is they cut shit out.
Mm-hmm.
They cut it out. So if Fox wants access to these people, and these people are wrapped up in this process, this disclosure process that's been pre-planned, and you know what I mean, to a meticulous degree, probably these are smart guys. You got to wonder, what was the purpose of him coming out and kind of stealing the thunder a little bit? And was that just a taste of what?
My take on it is, I think he was trying to help Grush because that FOIA thing and whatnot. Because he previously, right? Remember, friend of the show, non-credible, did some great sleuthing, and he went on Goof On of all places to defend Grush. And in his Spaces, he was like, one of the reasons he wanted to go public was to correct some of the things that were being said on these shows. Maybe even us. Maybe he didn't like our reading of the Grush FOIA drop a few weeks back. But a friend of the show, lovely content creator B, who just made her first documentary last week. B, post that link in the thing. She says Pasolka about content creators. Should we play this? I have it queued up.
Yes.
You know exactly what I'm talking about too, right? Yeah.
Yes. It's everybody twerking on the beach.
Yep.
Spring break, baby.
And it's even more crazy when you think about how Ryan Sprague has taken a step back because of all this crazy content creation, narrative control stuff. That's why you don't hear from him much anymore. You know what I mean?
Ryan, where'd you go? You moved to Scotland, right?
Sketch.
You having Guinness with the Zond man?
Pray for Ryan. I like Ryan, dude. You guys reviewed Nope together on Lou Reviews, right?
Big fan of Ryan.
Yeah.
Big fan of Ryan. Like he seems like a stand-up guy, but but what Diana says here is super important, and maybe that has something to do with how people get burnt out as content creators or media assets or anyone who anyone with something to say.
We've seen it time and time again. People get into this field. It's exciting. It's engaging. You're constantly getting stimulated and like, oh, I never knew this. Oh, I'm going to talk about it. And then before you know it, you just brush up against this really weird
Before you know it, you're harassing people's kids and you're like, wait, what is happening?
Wow. So here we go.
A voice in it.
And takedowns.
I can put it that way. And there are dealing with this topic and kind of being a voice in it. The struggle is real. I can put it that way. And there are cults, and there are there's an unfortunate side to a lot of this. But on the flip side, there's a lot of revelation too.
Oh, absolutely. I do want to say something too. A person really in this field, and Ryan, you will be a person I'm talking to here. There will be what I've observed, in doing this and concentrating on some of the misinformation and the information management aspect of it, you could be approached and be made flattered, be made to feel like you're super amazing and special, and you should be like a star, and we can do this for you. But it's a trap, because once you do that, you've been set up to fall. And there have been many, many, many people in the field. We know about Mirage Men and Benowitz and what happened to him. He was a person who was vulnerable, and, stuff was said to him by misinformation agents and things like that. Seriously, I mean, this happens in this field. And this is something that you cannot search for fame in this field. You cannot want to be the UFO star. There shouldn't be a UFO star, right? And I've had people come to me and say, oh, you should do this, you should do. And immediately I'm like, I never talk to those people again, because I know that this would be a downfall. This would be a bad thing. So everyone should be on their guard who starts to put out content that's actually good, and if you start to put out good content, you are going to be on a radar. So you have to be, you have to be on you have to discern, the motives and the agenda. It could be a good thing,
Okay, let's watch this one too. I got a double feature.
I love that clip. I lived that clip. I wish I saw that clip. You know what I mean? 2 years ago would be fucking sick. Hit this clip, dude. I love this. Good picture of Diana there, by the way.
So what I found was that there were several different factions within.
You think one of those factions is the Circle? Maybe.
In the perception management of UFOs. And one of the factions was responsible for sadly harassing people who do research. And I found this out by being harassed.
How so? How were you harassed?
Okay, so, here I am, just your average professor doing their work, and and doing it pretty well, and then I start to study UFOs thinking that they're not real, thinking that it's just a new form of religion, and then quickly having people come into my research sphere who are part of CIA, part of FBI, that kind of thing, and then getting a shock that, whoa, this could be dangerous and maybe I shouldn't be doing this. But I did get harassed, though. I did get harassed, and it still happens.
Oh, how did you get harassed?
Most of it is doxing and email harassment at my university began, and both to me and Gary at the same time, and people showing up.
People?
Yeah, people in my town showing up.
Like what kind of people? Schizophrenics?
No. But
no,
but people you wouldn't want to meet. Yeah.
Loons.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you think that's targeted? Do you think that's
it's for sure.
But do you think that also that might just be people that are obsessed with this particular subject?
These are people that are affiliated with people in those
okay.
Yeah. I mean, there's no doubt.
So yeah, she's talking about it. And I will just say, dude, but people love to give us crap for being annoying, but dude, I think a lot of these statements we hear about harassment are people getting on the record and feeling more comfortable talking about it because of some of the efforts we've done to like highlight this stuff in this community. Not saying like 100%.
Never let people who couldn't see tell you that you shouldn't look at stuff, dude. Like, there's no doubt in my mind that the energy put into talking about this has helped people, and there's also no doubt in my mind that the momentum we're seeing with the hate group dissolving and a lot of people coming out and talking about this, the timing it's not a coincidence. It's not a coincidence. And it's interesting too to shine a light on it and to be able to put our creative, minds. People call us conspiracy theorists or whatever, but we're looking at something, investigating something that a lot of people told us didn't exist, that we were looking directly at. In some cases and instances, had our hands on top of, and everyone, in our circle was like, oh, it's not real, you're just crazy, and they were buying in this negative propaganda. And you find out that the propaganda or the gaslighting is perpetrated by the same people. And a lot of this, when Diana was talking just then about what she was like experiencing, and you hear like a lot of people doing it too, like Grush experienced it. They're saying that Nolan experienced it. They're saying Kirkpatrick experienced it. I have another conspiracy theory that I'm going to think about now. And I don't know how many conspiracy theories is safe or healthy to drop in a single episode, but like, I got to wonder, is some of this harassment fake? Like not on the part of Diana or on Gary. I think they really experienced something, but by whose orders? And did that push them to rely on a ragtag group of internet, like, you know what I mean? Internet, like, harassers and bullies in order to feel protected from what they perceived as attacks from another source? Like,
That's what I've said for a long time, is that these little mechanisms that were created and designed by some of these people, maybe some of it was warranted as like, Lou can't come out here and tell certain people crap. And if someone's harassing Lou, but those mechanisms, I think, got turned and used on people who are not doing that.
I don't think I should say any more. I'll talk in spaces about this or something later. Like, I honestly think that that there's something to that. Because if I was like, let's say I was a security director or something crazy, and I wanted more control over, some of the loudest voices and stuff, I guess I would want to make sure that they knew that I was needed, that as a security director, I was like needed, that they're actually in danger. There's a real danger, and that they should let me handle it. They should let me and my guys handle it. And I wonder now. Interesting. Anyway, I got a lot of love for Dana Pasolka. I got a lot of love for Gary Nolan, the work he's doing. I want to look into more of it. James Fox, you're a fucking tiger out there, dude. Getting to the answers.
Jason
These films
Sands.
of yours are amazing. Jason Sands, come on the show. Whistleblowers, we need more of them. Get in the mix. I know a lot of people are throwing doubt, but I think a lot of people want to sound like the smartest guy in the room, and they want to play it safe. It's always safe to bet on the house. The house in this case is like
move on.
Alien Mysteries. You know what I mean? Take the risk. Bet on the whistleblower. What do you got to lose? See what he's got to say.
What's also interesting about this tweet is he doesn't say like Jason Sands is fake and full of crap, right? We're kind of focusing on the circle part because that is super interesting and weird. And James, again, blink twice if you need help. We got a recon team. We got UFO Shane. If you're in the state of Arkansas, he can go anywhere in that state.
He'll never be seen. He literally is so inconspicuous. He's like 6'4".
Yeah, even Doty says they're doing. Yeah, even Doty's like, yeah, there's people harassing people, and we should cover this today. There was this whole Doty Lou exchange. There was a little bit of a heartfelt moment between Doty and Lou about the whole Lou Elizondo thing. He was like, "Hey, I feel sorry for you that happened to you." Actually.
Hold on.
Sorry.
We have to establish last names whenever we're talking about both Lou's. Okay.
Oh yeah.
So Doty had a heart-to-heart or a heartfelt moment with
Jimenez about what happened to him from Lou Elizondo. Maybe I'll put that up on Skyfire or something. But yeah, for now though, it is interesting, right? He's not saying Jason Sands is full of crap or he's a liar, or
yes,
but he's also not saying like, yes, Jason Sands. He's like, it's all about this circle, bro. And people are asking about Jason Sands, and he's all on this diatribe about a circle, bro. It's like, I don't know, man. It's not fun. I feel like that didn't come from a place of like him loving life right now.
No, I don't either. But we can speculate all day. I would like to have Fox on the channel, let him talk. I want to hear what he's got to say. Maybe even in a Skyfire Spaces or something. Oh, by the way, Red, we were getting a lot of positive feedback that we never asked about or dove into ourselves, which is that our Friday night spaces were actually kind of, people loved them, and they were viewed as a middle ground, a good meeting ground of the minds for both sides or all sides. Do you think we should bring that back? Should we go back? Should we start bringing back a Friday night spaces? Or what do you think?
I kind of like that. Maybe we could incorporate something like Ashton, where like we play the audio for the room. We're also playing it on the screen so people watching can like see. Maybe, yeah.
Okay.
Who said that to us? And I was like, oh,
I think it was terrestrial material. Yeah. Shout out to Terrestrial
awesome
and Alien Addict. Shout out to all those guys over there. You guys are great.
NCC.
Lee,
Good
Ollie.
grief. Welcome, Nick Coffins Callis, to the Skyfire News live chat. Great to see you, friend of the show.
Is this really Nick Coffins Callis?
I believe so, yes.
Nick, are you smoking American Spirit still? Get your grimy ass voice in here, dude. I'll send you a link. You could pop on to the channel anytime. There have been a lot of rumors started about you, a lot of stuff coming out about you, and it looks like you flat out lied to the whole community about your connection to some people. Like, it's in black and white. You fucking lied big time, and you gaslit a ton of people. We would love to ask you about this. I know you come with receipts. You got your own stuff to say. I appreciate that, but I mean, the community needs to know, Nick.
No, and to Nick Coffins Callis' credit, he did say that when he learned some of the stuff about you was manipulated, he backed off. So we love that.
Oh, he's fine. I mean, yeah.
I love uplifting tweets, apologizing. Also, I don't know if you saw, I meant to cover it the other day. Darren apologized to Ocean in our live chat like yesterday. It's like, sorry that I gloated about the CPS thing, but we were like in the middle of something, and then like by the time we're all about that.
You know what? That deserves an honorable mention, Darren. I just really can't believe you dug your heels in on that one. Like,
yeah,
you could tell that Darren felt fucking shitty about it. Let me put it this way. A lot of people's best intentions were manipulated and used against them. And that's an easy thing to get manipulated. And I don't blame anybody for it. All right. We all want to feel virtuous and whatnot. We all want to take out the bad guy. I get that. Oh my God. If he blinks on this, I would lose it, dude.
I don't know why I felt the urge to do that.
It's cool. All right.
Nick Coffins Callis was on a show, The Invisible Night School, co-conspirator with Leia Prime and King Milkfart in yesteryear.
Yes.
But you know, everyone's growing. We're not hating people forever. I'd actually love for Nick to come on because he was also in he helped with that Netflix series, the first one, not this recent one, but like the one from like 2021 or something, Unsolved Mysteries, Netflix reboot, and an episode was about UFOs in like some New York state or New York part of town.
Okay. Hey, he does work. He does work. I think I talked to him. I might have went on the show. I don't know what happened. I don't know what was going on. But yeah, I think that a lot of people got caught simping, dude. A lot of people got caught simping, and that's totally fine.
All right, guys, it's happened to the best of us, dude. We've all been a little too simpy.
It really has. It really has. Guys, we're gonna close the show out. We had a tight hour and 10 minutes in. I guess with the music, just a tight hour. I love it. We're cruising through this stuff. You guys can find us on Spaces. If you haven't liked and subscribed to the channel, please do. It's how we're keeping Skyfire alive on YouTube. Although you can see our Twitter account is banging. Lots of work getting put into the channel and to the account still. Skyfire is definitely always going to be your home base for UFO news and culture, and we're just keeping it alive over here. We got new videos coming out. We got an episode every day, so we're coming out again tomorrow. We're gonna dive into the James Fox Circle thing. If you guys want to know, we'll get down to it, and we're gonna reach out to some people and find out some stuff because there's some actually interesting conspiracies happening right now. Before we leave, I do want to say another Boeing whistleblower has died suddenly, unexpectedly.
Yeah, I saw that. Hold on, let me see if there's a little news thing we could just watch with the audience real quick.
Guys, this is no, we got time. I give you guys more time. The Boeing thing is crazy. Another whistleblower died. He got some crazy infection like 2 weeks ago. When he got into the hospital, and it just was like, I honestly think he was like dead really quickly, and they just kept him alive because they didn't know what was going on. It is awful. Shout out to his family. But yeah, this is a big deal. So I'm from the Pacific Northwest. My dad actually built some of the Boeing stuff up there, and like it's a weird thing that this is going on, and I'm gonna look into it. I actually have some insight. I don't know what I should say. This isn't really news. We've got I'm not beholden to anything crazy, but I will say I know people in the union who gave me a lot of information about what is being whistleblown. and it's not great. It is not great. I don't know if this made it to the news. I haven't dove in all the way, but I can say I have not personally heard the stuff that I know mentioned in the news yet. And if you're flying, pick a different plane.
Real quick, since could we do one more thing?
Yes.
I thought it would just be good before it's like too old of a story. I found the Lou reviews part with Doty, and he put it on his channel. So
yes, I want to see that.
Definitely. Where he talks to him about Lou Elizondo. I found this super interesting. Okay.
Who's on the? Did he do the graphics?
Yeah, he did these. This is his channel. Go follow the Lou reviews on YouTube.
I can't even say that with a straight face, but honestly, if you're into this, go follow Lou reviews.
This is how Lou sees himself.
Lou versus Doty.
Okay. I was telling you just as quickly as I can. I know time's valuable. I had Lou Elizondo on my show 7 times, including his father. He manipulated and used me like really badly. He blackmailed me for an apology. And so the reason why I'm asking these questions is because, I want the truth just as badly as anyone. And so the question is like, what is the best piece of evidence that you can point to that is in the public domain that is the smoking gun that what you're saying is true?
Well, first of all, Lou's a counterintelligence officer. Remember that, and he's pretty good at it.
Right, I know, but
in the old days.
No, I get it, but like.
Okay. I'm gonna tell you. Okay. All right. We heard enough. Go out and buy the Blue Planet Project Trilogy.
1999.
It's not me saying this, but there are about.
Is that a movie?
No, it's a book.
Can you spell the last word? Project what?
The Blue Planet Project Trilogy. Trilogy. It's there's 3 books in one. One's a Blue Planet Project.
Did he just pronounce trilogy?
Second one, Blue Planet Project.
I think he did.
He's an alien. He's an alien. You're busted. You're busted, Doty.
This thing was a banned. It was written by Gil Carlson. It was banned. He was trying to publish it for several years, and it was banned, but it got published, and it contains literally, and I'm not exaggerating, and that's not me saying, but hundreds of pages of information that would be normally classified. Just read that. Just read.
Fucking counterintelligence agent or anything like that. I'm not trying to get you in a gotcha. Although I did get you in a gotcha. The one thing that stuck out to me that you said, Rick, when I explained my relationship with Lou Elizondo, and by the way, I don't know if you know this, but I have to preface this by saying that I organized hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of hours into the largest UAP grass movements effort ever organized for Lou Elizondo. When I mentioned that, you said, well, yeah, he's a counterintelligence agent. So my question to you is that my fault that I got taken advantage of, manipulated, and blackmailed by Lou Elizondo? And why is that okay? And if so, why is that okay? And if it's not okay, why should we trust Lou Elizondo when he uses people in the community like that?
Well, no, I'm sorry if you interpreted it that way. I mean, it was a joke that you said that he did that to you, and I thought, well, he's a counterintelligence officer.
Okay, all right.
I don't mean anything.
Okay, I appreciate that, but
it was just a joke. I didn't mean anything.
Well, no, that's.
But his question. Hold on.
I think that
That's funny,
it's
Lou.
kind of like that analogy. If you're gonna pet the bulldog, you should be aware the bulldog could bite. So I believe that there's a little bit of that as well.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
We have a responsibility as well to know who we're talking with. So I'm just saying.
Okay, but let me help out. Lou, because I actually I watched Lou from the beginning, and I saw the whole thing unwind, and so there's a little piece of my heart that goes out to that guy. So he has a fair question, Rick. I mean, I understand that you want to be careful what you say about anybody, but he had an experience. Lou was all in on disclosure. He was trying to help the process. He had a great tremendous roundtable of people. I mean, that was historic in some ways. And then he feels, and I don't know the whole story, he feels that Lou let him down on many levels. If you were advising Lou or somebody that would in the future, forget Lou Elizondo, if somebody were to come along in the future, how would you advise that they go about making decisions if they want to involve themselves with somebody?
Clint, with all due respect, thank you for that. I appreciate it, but I don't want to hear about people that are non-existent in the community. I'd like to know Rick's opinion about those tactics used against American citizens who are doing nothing but trying to help.
Well,
why should we trust Lou Elizondo?
Hypocrisy 101, though. He wasn't talking about Americans. He's like just being hypocritical.
Okay, hold on. You can't interrupt. Sir, whoever that is, Lou asked Rick a question. It's Rick's the host. Rick's going to answer the question.
Yeah, Lou, I can't answer that question. I don't know what Lou's intentions were to do what he did to you. If he did, in fact, that, I would feel as bad as you are, that you do about what Lou did to you. I mean, so I don't know. You'd have to ask Lou about that. But
unfortunately, he won't return any of my calls or texts. But I'm just trying to. That's why I asked you the questions that I asked you, because I'm really trying to look out for the community.
Not in an email. So Lou,
that's kind of an interesting, weird little heartfelt moment, right, between Dodie and Lou.
Yes, it was actually really nice, and I never heard Lou say specifically that I never heard Lou CR say specifically that Elizondo did that to him explicitly in that language. So that was actually really interesting to hear. We have UAP Mike asking, "What is this?" Well, it was a recording from Lou CR's channel, Lou Reviews. Definitely go check that out. Mike, what are you up to? We're gonna close the show out, but we might be in a Spaces later. Your boys got to get some dinner. We're over here on the West Coast, living.
What are you eating tonight, Tuba?
Oh, what am I eating tonight? Honestly, I'm gonna keep it light. I'm going with a Caesar salad, and
like that.
And I think a vodka tonic sounds like really clean, something clean right now. You know what I mean? Because we're gonna get crazy in the Spaces later.
Yeah. Woo. All right. Well, fun show. Hell yeah, we did it. Look
Great
at us.
show. Thank
Another
you guys.
day.
Another day, dude. Another bright blue sky.
Catch you guys later. Bye.
Peace. We're gonna play some music out. What do you guys want? What do you guys want to listen to?
Have patience on me. Don't give up on me. I'm on cosmic time.
Yeah, right. Thanks again for being here, guys. We're gonna end it with, of course, UAP Mike. Thanks again.
I would find a way. I would take back all the things that I said to hurt you. And you'd say, if I could tell you right, if I could tell you it right, if I could tell you it right, if I could tell you it right, if I could turn you away, be like.
I don't know all the causes. I know tables can't press charges. It was just standing there, holding on to what you put down on it. She didn't cause you flipped it. She wasn't threatening you. How is it you were able to flip it, table flipper? Joe, you get so triggered and angry. It's actually fucking crazy. You're a time bomb ticking. Your life is the table that you've been flipping. It's true. That's right, Joe. You know about your gambling addiction and the tables. Tables can't press charges, Joe. Your family hates you. There's no use in running. He's already here. Richard Downey. I can't believe a thing he told me, but I can't stop listening closely to Richard Downey. My birthday, friends all around. I should feel lucky, but I looked at my phone and seen that Gary Nolan blocked me. What the hell? How does he even know about me? The cake comes out, everyone is smiling. I know I should be happy too, but I'm dying. Fucking dying. 'Cause Gary Nolan blocks me. The world is crumbling all around me. I wanted Gary to tell me why he shared Chris Bartell's brain scans on TV. It's my birthday, friends all around. I should feel lucky, but I looked at my phone and seen that Gary Nolan blocked me. What the hell? How does he even know about me? The cake comes out, everyone is smiling. I know I should be happy too, but I'm dying. I'm fucking dying. Because Gary Nolan blocks me. The world is crumbling all around me. I wanted Gary to tell me what aliens are planning, and I can't blow out my candles because of all of these scans. And I can't blow out my candles because of all of these scandals. It's a shame I brought all my homies to the stage. Maybe you don't see the plan or the chain of command, but there's a denying it's living. Tell me there is no order or hidden controller behind all the lying and scheming. Joe Rogan wanted to talk to Ashton, but the hate group didn't want that to happen. They all plotted and planned to control the heads of podcasters. It was a disaster. Think tank told everything to Taco Bell and tell Rogan that the deals were bullshit. Think tank to us, everything to Corbell to Rogan is bullshit. It's actually kind of strange when you think about it, because they all think the videos are real. They all think the videos are real. They all think the videos are real. I wanted to take a chance. Brandon said, come on over, got the Skinwalker Ranch, and immediately smelled sulfur. And something followed me home. The werewolves won't leave me alone. It's a force he gon' death. No, they call it the hitchhiker effect. I don't know if I can take it. The voices in my head are telling me you can make it, but I won't, because I'm in the middle of
she believed in. Let me tell you something I believe in. Oh Lord, there is no comparing to the embarrassment of just being barren, not just being barren. I saw your careless open window. It was then that I was certain that I wanted purple curtains. I know your mom's a looker, but what if I just called her a hooker? It's a harassment campaign. Stop asking me how tall my wife is. That is harassment. What I do is not the same. Maybe I just dabble in harassment campaigns. I wanted revenge because someone called me late. Maybe I just wanted some people I trusted to protect me from the truth. I don't know what I was so afraid of. What if that was you? What if Fred and Tupac really knew? What if they really see me? Oh Lord, no one's ever really seen me. What if I don't? Oh Lord, it's time to tell the truth about what I really do. My birthday, friends all around. I should feel lucky. But I looked at my phone and seen that Gary Nolan blocked me. What the hell? How does he even know about me? The cake comes out, everyone is smiling. I know I should be happy too, but I'm dying. Cause Gary Nolan blocks me. The world is crumbling all around me. I wanted Gary to tell me why he shared Chris Bartell's brain scans on TV. It's my birthday, friends all around. I should feel lucky, but I looked at my phone and seen that Gary Nolan blocked me. What the hell? How does he even know about me? The cake comes out, everyone is smiling. I know I should be happy too, but I'm dying. I'm dying. Because Gary Nolan blocks me. The world is crumbling all around me. I wanted Gary to tell me what aliens are planning. And I can't blow out my candles because of all of these scans. And I can't blow out my candles because of all of these scandals. It's a shame. I brought all my homies to the stage, and now I'm. It's my birthday, friends all around.